Oh, you're gonna love this one. Get comfy, let your thoughts wander, and when you're ready, baby, dream of a new life.
The Enchanted Wager. Power Girls Awakening by Catherine Serafina. Chapter 16, November 2nd, 2025. The buzz of my phone dragged me out of a half-dream. Morning sunlight slanted through the blinds, catching the last of the glittery pumpkins still sitting on my dresser, tiny survivors of Halloween. I reached for my phone, squinting at the screen until the name came into focus. Lucas. His message was short, simple, and far too effective at jump-starting my heart. He said good morning, mentioned that Clara was spending the day with her grandma, and then asked if I'd like to grab coffee later. For a moment I just stared, half smiling, half trying to breathe. Coffee sounded casual, safe, but it didn't feel casual. Not to me. I whispered, "Is it a date?" to no one but the quiet room. Or just coffee. That was the confusing part. I wanted it to be a date, but what if it wasn't? What if this was just him being friendly, polite? I sighed, thumbs hovering over my screen before finally typing back a simple sure. When and where? A minute later, he replied that Bean Branch had the best drinks in town, and 1 o'clock was perfect. I tossed the phone aside, flopping back against the pillows with a stupid grin on my face. Okay, I told the ceiling, don't overthink it. Just coffee. Maybe. Still, I got ready like it was the first day of a new life. I picked out my favorite jeans, soft and fitted, and a light tan sweater with a wide neckline that slipped just enough to show a hint of skin, a single bra strap teasing through. Cute, not trying too hard, a little mascara, a touch of gloss, and my hair brushed sleek and smooth into the style Becca's stylist had taught me. When I caught my reflection before leaving, I smiled at the woman, looking back soft, confident, and quietly thrilled. Just coffee, I said again, but my tone betrayed the hope underneath. The cafe smelled like cinnamon and espresso, warm, sweet, and alive. It was one of those perfect fall afternoons where even the light through the windows looked cozy. Lucas was already there in the corner, phone in hand, smiling when he spotted me. "Hey," he said, rising halfway from his seat. "You made it." "Wouldn't miss it," I said, sliding into the chair across from him. He nodded toward the chalkboard menu behind the counter. "What'll you have?" I glanced at the list, then decided with a small grin. "A PSL?" He raised an eyebrow. "A what now?" I laughed. "Pumpkin spice latte. It's kind of a girly drink, but they're delicious. My friends only just introduced me to them." He smiled. "Tempting, but I think I'll stick with my mocha. Still sweet, just not quite as girly." "You're missing out," I teased, pointing a finger at him. "Maybe next time," he said, grinning. A few minutes later, we were both holding steaming mugs that smelled like sugar, spice, and everything dangerously addicting. "So," he said, leaning back, "Clara sends her love. She's still talking about you, by the way. I'm finding glitter in my car, in my shoes, basically everywhere." I grinned. At least it's festive. I'm still pulling fake cobwebs out of my curtains. We started talking about Halloween, trick-or-treating, and how Clara had refused to take off her wings. Lucas told me she'd even made him read bedtime stories while wearing them, and I nearly choked on my drink. "Wait, pink fairy wings? You actually wore them?" I laughed. "I'm surprised you could even find them in your size." He feigned offense. "Excuse me, I'm adaptable. They didn't fit, but she made me try. Full commitment, sparkles and all. Scratchiest thing I've ever put on." "Totally worth it though," I teased. "Absolutely," he said with a grin. "She thought I looked magical." Our fingers brushed as he passed me a napkin, and for a heartbeat, neither of us moved. Just warmth, quiet, and something unspoken that made the cafe hum differently in my chest. We talked until the cups were empty, then refilled them. Once, twice. 3 PSLs later, we finally stepped out into the afternoon air, both of us laughing about who'd crash first from the sugar rush. The sky had turned a pale gold, the air cool and bright with the scent of roasting chestnuts from a vendor down the street. We walked together, matching steps without meaning to. "I'm glad you came," he said finally, voice soft beneath the bustle of traffic. "It's nice having an adult conversation that doesn't involve coloring books." I smiled. "You handled the fairy wing assignment pretty well, though." He laughed. "Clara can be a handful, but she's the best thing that's ever happened to me." Something gentle settled between us, the kind of quiet that feels more like comfort than silence. When we reached his house, he slowed and nodded toward it. "That's me. I should probably go relieve the babysitter. Well, my mother-in-law, technically." "Of course," I said, trying not to sound too disappointed. He smiled. "I had a great time. We should do it again sometime." "I'd like that," I said softly. "Good," he said, still smiling. "See you soon, Kara." I watched him step up his walkway before I crossed the street toward my own house, heart still fluttering like I'd had more caffeine than any human should. By evening, I was still floating. Becca and Haley sprawled across my couch, a bag of popcorn between them and cocoa steaming on the table. I'd barely made it 3 sentences into my story before Becca gasped dramatically. "He invited you? Like, just the 2 of you? Girl, that's not coffee, that's courting." I groaned, already blushing. "It was coffee, that's all. This isn't Downton Abbey." Haley popped a handful of popcorn into her mouth and grinned. "Sure, and next you'll tell us he didn't look at you like you hung the moon." "He didn't," I said, instantly too defensive. Becca smirked. "He totally did. You're glowing. You've got the post-date sparkle." I grabbed a pillow and buried my face in it. "You two are unbearable." "Unbearably right," Haley said through laughter. I peeked out from the pillow, smiling despite myself. "Maybe," I admitted, "but it felt really good." "Of course it did," Becca said softly. "You deserve it." Later, when they'd gone, I stood by the window with the lights off. The street outside was quiet, dotted with the last fading pumpkins on porches, the wind nudging a few stray leaves across the pavement. I caught my reflection in the glass, faint but clear, and whispered to it, "I hope it was more than coffee." Because deep down, I already knew it was. It was the start of something new and terrifying and wonderful, the first spark of a life that finally fit. And even if I couldn't name it yet, I could feel it. And it felt right.
Did that leave you wanting more? The naughty version's waiting for you on my Patreon, along with so many other juicy little secrets. Go on, baby. You know where to find me.